Hey guys, Demon here, and today I have a little bit of a theory on My Hero Academia and Deku and his newfound powers. By the way, this is gonna hold spoilers, so if you're anime only, don't watch this. But if you do read the manga, do. So, anyways, let's get into the spoilers straight away. So basically, in the manga, Deku has found out that he can use the powers of the predecessors that he has before. Now, we don't know exactly what powers they have. I think there's, six of them or something like that, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And we don't know exactly what powers any of them have except for one, or I guess technically three. We know that the original One for All had the power to pass down the quirk. And we know that it was a stockpiling quirk, so it just made you more and more strong. And we also know that he has Black Whip, which is like this whip type of substance that comes out of his arm, and you can whip people with it. So those are the three quirks we know of so far. Those are the three quirks we know of so far. But yeah, so he has about six quirks that he's gonna be able to use in the future. Who knows when? But I was thinking, because it is taking him a long time to progress. And I don't know, like, a lot of people think that the manga doesn't have much longer to live for, it's like maybe like a few more months or something like that, I heard. Or maybe like a year or something. A lot of people are speculating that it's going to end soon because the last movie's coming out. They're only making 2 movies for this thing. I hope that movie's going to be really good, by the way. So they're only making like 2 movies for it. And supposedly the manga is going to end soon. So that's going to be interesting. Like a lot of people speculate that at least. But I was thinking, like, how can Deku get his powers up that fast? Not to mention wield, like, well, I think it's like 6. I'm not for sure. 6 or 7. Not to mention, like, wield all of their powers as well. How can he do this in, like, just a few months to maybe a year or so? How can he do this if the manga is for really ending? Now, there's 2 ways, in my personal opinion. The first way is that we do a time skip. Is that we see Deku train and stuff like that. Maybe some stuff happens. I know in 4 months or something like that, in the manga at least, that's when the villains are going to attack. I don't know if that's going to happen in reality. Probably not, because it only comes out once a week. So probably not in reality. Probably like, I don't know, maybe 5-6 months in reality. But in the manga, 4 months. So after all this happens, maybe there's going to be a time skip that shows him using his powers to the fullest. And this shows how powerful he is and shows what his other powers are. Now, that'd be pretty cool. Maybe even a separate manga, like, entirely. Kind of like Naruto, and then Naruto Shippuden, and then like Boruto Naruto, I guess. Well, not the last one. This is, the last one's kind of like meh. Although it's okay. It's getting better. So there could be a time skip, but there is one that I think could happen that would be much more interesting to see. Because Deku is known to push his body to the limit to hurt himself. And I was thinking, what if one of these predecessors that he has their power is healing? It's like healing, but to a super extent, because he has One for All, and One for All will basically heal everything. Like, what if eventually he learns how to heal his body, like, pretty much instantaneously? He uses his full power, and his body is just healed by himself. He doesn't need, what's her name? Ares? No, that's her name. The little girl that can reverse time, or reverse time on certain things, I guess. He doesn't need her help. He can just heal himself automatically by himself. That'd be pretty interesting. And you might be saying, well, there's no proof in that happening. Like, there's no proof that that's going to happen or anything like that. And wouldn't that kind of be cheap? I guess that would kind of be cheap. Maybe there's going to be, like, a consequence to it. Maybe he can't use it, like, super much. Maybe it has a cooldown. But there is a thing where this has happened before. When All Might was fighting One for All, in the manga and also in the anime, which was really fantastic. If you haven't seen that part, sorry for spoiling you. But yeah, like when All Might was fighting One for All. Sorry about that brief pause there. But anyways, as I was saying, there is something to this. Okay, so in the fight between All Might and All for One, All Might punches All for One, breaks his hand, like basically shatters it like Deku does with his power. And then he punches him with his other hand, but then he punches him with the same broken hand, but when he repowers up his hand, it looks like, or it appears at least, it heals instantly. Okay, so his hand heals instantly. So is that All Might tapping into one of the other people's quirks? Or maybe that's just a thing with One for All, that if you use it and then you use it again, it can heal your body. So maybe this is the way Deku learns how to use One for All at full power while hurting himself, but at the same time he can heal himself instantaneously right after. We've seen All Might do it, at least we've seen what looks like him doing it. So can Deku do it? I'm not sure, but it'd be cool to see if he could. But anyways, that's my little theory for now. I guess there could be like a repercussion to this. Like maybe if you use it too much, he'll burn out One for All or something. But he hasn't gave it away, so I guess he can't burn it out. Or maybe if he uses it too much, his body will just get weaker and weaker. I don't know. Maybe there will be something like that. Or maybe there won't be. Maybe that will be his way to get stronger without having to worry about hurting himself anymore, because he has like the power to instantly heal. Is that All for One's power? Is that like the power of All for One that just heals you once you reactivate it? Or maybe that's one of the latent abilities of one of the previous bearers of All for One. And maybe All Might tapped into it just for a brief few minutes at the end there. So that would be pretty cool to see. But I guess Deku's and All Might's transformations are totally different. All Might turns into like a buff dude, and Deku turns into like a lightning bolt almost. So they're different. I guess probably every All for One user has a different stage like that. So will it take Deku 4 months to master his powers? Will we have a time skip? Or will Deku find a power where he can heal himself and be back to normal and be like, ooh man, I'm buff, I'm strong, I'm back to normal because I just healed myself instantly. Now that would be interesting. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, like, comment, share, and share. Hit the bell notification because that's the best way to keep up my content. Go down to the link below to my Twitter. And as always, friends, stay sane. Peace. If you did, you should check out this one or this one. Or, click right there because that will subscribe to my channel. That middle one right there. Anyways, I hope you liked it. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Go to my Twitter and follow. As always, friends, stay sane. Peace.